Hey, welcome everybody to Elite Mob Podcast. This is Tip Timbo and Mob Squad 508. And we are here to do an all out predictions show for you. So we're going to go ahead and start off right off the bat with the 8-woman tornado tailgate brawl, which that sounds exciting. Um, so I guess it's a 4-on-4, what it
Yeah,
looks like.
yeah,
Um, As far as wins go, I think I'm gonna go with the Julie Hart, Sky Blue, and Megan Bain and Penelope Ford, and they're gonna beat Willow, Nightingale, Mina, Harley Cameron, and Queen Aminata. So that's all 8 women that are gonna be in there. But it looks like to be a kind of like a just a parking lot brawl or something. So it'll be kind of exciting. More hardcore women's matches.
for real. Make
Yeah.
hardcore matches great or great again. Um, I think I'm gonna go the other way. I'm not gonna give away who I think's gonna win on Dynamite, but I think Aminata gets a win here. So I'm gonna go with Aminata, Holly, Mina, and Willow over
Yeah.
the Triangle Sisters or Triangle Madness Sisters. Well, two of them anyways, and then
You
Bane
think
and Penelope.
you think Tekla's gonna lose before her world championship match? Oh,
Nope, I think she's gonna
okay.
beat Aminata, so I think
Yeah.
Aminata can win this one.
I'll kind of balance it out a little.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. All right.
even
Okay.
Tekla in
What?
the match, but she'd be getting her get back against her little
Okay. Yeah.
compadres.
Right. For sure. For sure. Second match we got trios match. We got the Hurt Syndicate versus Ricochet and the Gates of Agony. That's gonna be a pretty good one. Um, man, they've been making it seem like Ricochet might win this one, I guess. But I don't know. They could go Hurt Syndicate because Hurt Syndicate just got uh, over a loss, so they kind of need a win too. So I'm kind of stuck in the middle almost. But if I had to choose, I'm going with Ricochet and Gates of Agony.
This is gonna be my first prediction of the night as far as a potential pop up spot. I don't
Okay.
know who. I'm not gonna. I mean, there's obviously a bunch of different names. It'll probably just be somebody already on the roster. But I believe somebody comes out to help Ricochet and the Gates win this match, and I
Hmm.
believe that they win. So I don't think that the Hurt Syndicate lose this cleanly, but I'm going to say that there's an ace that Ricochet pulls out to win this match. So I'll go with Rico and the Gates winning.
So you said Ace. Are you meaning Ace Austin?
No, I'm pretty sure that joining
Yeah.
Juice and Austin pretty soon.
Oh yeah, for sure. I want that to happen too because they were already together once, and it'd be cool to see them back,
Yep.
especially with half the members of Bang Bang Gang out on
Yeah,
injury right now. So
for sure.
they need to add somebody. Maybe get Daddy Ass back in there too.
Yeah, they need to figure something out.
Yeah,
Sure.
but you did watch Collision, right?
Yeah.
So we got we had a little bit of a tease that the Acclaimed are getting back together too. So maybe Daddy Ass will come back with them, but I don't know. But I'm glad they're actually going back together, or
Yeah.
I hope they do. It seems like they're heavily implying it. So
I think they definitely find their way back together for sure.
yeah. All right. Next match you have tables and tacks match. You got Mark Briscoe versus MJF. And I love rooting for the underdog usually, but I think MJF wins it. I think so. I don't really have a particular reason why, but that's just my guess. My prediction is that MJF's gonna win.
Yeah. I mean, the only way I'd see MJF losing this match is if nefarious tactics, like for example, Mystico shows up and costs him the
Yeah,
match, which I believe they have a match Friday. So if MJF does something, say cheats to win that match, it is possible. Mystico
yeah,
shows up, costs him that one. There's
yeah.
obviously
I,
the the Twitter feud with Andrade, but I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
he has
yeah,
some type of non-compete clause. So I'm gonna
right.
go with MJF here. MJF wins.
Yeah, yeah. I think
You
MJF's
might
probably dropping the title. Huh?
the mystical.
Yeah. Because I don't see Mystico taking his mask off, but he kind
Oh
of already has once, hadn't he?
yeah, he's had enough
Yeah.
before.
Yeah. So I don't know.
It could be
Yeah.
gonna take it off later in his career. It also could be he just don't wear it there. Maybe he still wears it other places. I don't know. There's like
Yeah.
different things they could do there, but I don't see
Right.
Mystical losing his match. I mean, losing his mask personally.
Right. Yeah. Me too. That's why I was saying that. Yeah. All right. So you said MJF. Okay, I said MJF. All right.
Yeah,
Next match is gonna be the Mad King Eddie Kingston versus Big Bill, and you know I got to go with Eddie Kingston winning his big return match.
yeah,
So I mean, I miss his entrance music so bad, dude. Like he had one that like just bumped, man. Every time
for
he
sure.
played it, it's got your
DMX.
blood pressure going up every time you hear it. Yeah. Dude,
Yeah,
what'd you say?
I said comes out with the DMX T-shirt on
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, Eddie's one of my favorites. I'm glad he's back. So
for
I hope
sure.
he sticks around for a while too. I know he's injured, and that's why we haven't really seen him. But yeah,
I hope
I
he
want to
comes.
see him come back.
I
I
want
want to see him have one major push.
for
What's
sure,
up?
for sure. I said
Yeah,
I want to see him come back in great shape. That's what I want to see. That would be a
yeah,
good sign. He's gonna be around for a while.
yeah. Yeah, he posted some photos of him working out, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
Yes, he did.
yeah. Oh yeah. So
But my
what?
winner,
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with Eddie. But this right here is another potential pop up spot. Someone
yeah.
could pop up and potentially cost Eddie the match. I
All right.
think Eddie gets his win though, so I'll stick with Eddie.
Yeah.
When I say
Okay.
potential, I'm not saying I plan on people popping up. I'm just saying these are the spots where if somebody was gonna come, I could see it happening.
I think we were talking about it a little bit earlier off the screen, but that maybe Chris Jericho actually screws over Big Bill. I just thought of that.
That,
Because he walked out on them,
yeah,
so that would be cool.
yeah.
But
I
yeah,
would
I don't know.
I see some people calling for a Jericho Kingston feud. I don't know. I it's obviously a spot where you can potentially bring Chris Jericho back because
Yeah,
Big Bill, but I just like I said to me, I don't know if you would trump Eddie Kingston's return with that because
you're
Jericho
right. You
get
don't
back.
wanna mess with that. Yeah.
Yeah, like Jericho hasn't been gone as long as Eddie, and technically, if he comes on and helps Eddie, and we haven't seen him in a while, maybe it would be a way to get fans back cheering Chris Jericho versus booing him. So I don't know. If there's like a tactic in there, I guess maybe, but it would have to involve him helping Eddie, like you said, because him coming out and attacking Eddie, I don't know if you want to bring
Yeah.
Jericho back and instantly get him booed again. Like I don't know if that'd be. I mean,
Yeah. Right, yeah. That probably
that's
wouldn't
all
be
I'm
the
saying.
best idea. Alright. Yeah, I like what you said, and maybe I think I rescind my statement,
Well, one.
my previous statement, because, yeah, that
Oh,
would
if
be
he got
pretty bad. The one
yeah,
about Chris Jericho,
yeah.
if he returned, during
Yeah.
this actual
Think there's
match,
ways to bring him
this
back
spot.
where it'd be just more smarter for business, just personally with me. Because you could definitely get the fans to cheer Jericho again. But don't bring him in, tell me you re-signed him, he's staying and instantly getting booed again because I think that'll end bad.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think when Chris Jericho does return, that's gonna make a lot
Yeah.
of fans
And
happy.
that's why I think a feel good moment is
'Cause
what you do with it. Like I think face
yeah,
Chris Jericho has to come back.
yeah, right. And, if he does come back, he'll put all those rumors away that he's going to
Yeah,
WWE, so
for sure.
yeah, and I think him re-signing with AEW is gonna make fans
Yeah.
happy that he did, so I can see them cheering for him instead of booing. Hopefully, that's what I would do,
Agree?
but, you know but anyways, let's move on to, the big match. Not it's not the main event, but it's a big match. Or it could be the main event. I don't know. Um, but we're gonna go ahead and talk about it now. Edge and Christian versus FTR. ENC versus FTR. And of course, I'm gonna go with
Yeah,
ENC winning this one. So
this is a go
I think
ahead.
they have to.
I was just,
Huh? I don't know. I was just saying. I think they have
yeah, I
to
was just
win.
saying,
So
difficult
what do you
match
think?
to pick because I feel like they can go either way here, just because the dynamic
Yeah.
with Cope and Christian is kind of, we said, good cop, bad cop. So I feel like if they have like one little mistake in the match because they're not on the same page, FTR obviously could pick up the win, and it would just kind of maybe build intrigue to them working together because everything's not perfect anymore, you know. But with that being said, let's see what I went. I went good guy, bad guy, mm-mm, mixed bag here. All right, I'm gonna go feel good moment. Hope and Christian win this match.
Yeah. Definitely. All right. So we do have a match here that we don't know all the
Yeah,
participants yet. It's the four-way ladder match for the tag
I
team
guess
championships.
do a dual. Let's
Uh,
do a dual prediction. Predict who you think will win the three tournament matches, and then predict who you think.
the outcome. Yeah. Um. So I'm thinking Young Bucks. Um. I'm stuck between Kill Switch Kip Sabian winning versus Jet Speed. Uh, I don't know
It's a
which one's
tough
gonna
one.
win that one. Uh, yeah. I'll go ahead and just go with this probably the safe bet and put
Yeah.
Jet Speed. So it's going to be Young Bucks, Jet Speed, and
Right. So for
Don
the sake of
Callis.
argument, I agree with all three. So we have the same predictions there.
Yeah, I mean, if you add those with Brodito, man, that's a hell of
Hell
a
yeah.
like match.
A lot of
Yeah,
matches.
yeah,
Crazy.
um, yeah. I'm gonna predict Brodito retains, and the only reason why is I think my other predictions. So I have three predictions. Is I think this is gonna be where Jack Perry returns and he cost the Young Bucks the
Yeah.
tag titles. So I think Brodito
Yeah.
retains in that
Definitely.
sense.
Definitely a potential pop up spot. Not just for Jack Perry for some reason. And don't act this is just like a gut feeling that I feel like is something that could happen. I feel like we could see potentially the
Yeah.
grizzled young veterans interfere in this match for some reason. Just for the simple fact they
Yeah.
was we know they've been signed to AEW for a while.
Oh, they're from
They
Canada,
recently
huh?
just got put on the AEW roster page, even though we know they've been there. And remember, they originally came to
Oh,
feud with the Young Bucks. So yeah,
oh, sure.
that's so
Huh.
I'm just thinking that
Yeah.
maybe this is the time to get them involved in a big spot and boost them up the tag team division and use them a lot more. So something's just telling me we could see them there. But I do believe Jack Perry cost the Bucks the match. But I still think we could see the Grizzly Young Veterans there for some reason. That's an actual prediction of someone we might be seeing. The others just pop up spots. And I agree with you on the Perry. But Brodito's leaving
Check.
with the tag straps. I don't see them losing to any of these teams.
But you see this ladder match though for
Yeah,
tag team titles, and we were just talking about
yeah,
ENC, man. Like, there's gonna be another ladder match I think pop up, maybe like
for
right
sure,
after this or something, like
for
on the
sure.
next pay per view.
And I think
So
Luchasaurus has to
yeah,
be in that one.
yeah. So maybe because I was stuck between choosing Luchasaurus and Kip Sabian over Jet Speed. So maybe somebody will interfere, or maybe Jet Speed will just lose
Yeah.
clean. I don't know.
I think
Well,
just this one, just
I wonder.
because I think that Luchasaurus and
Yeah,
Sabian in a ladder match with, say, a couple other teams with Edge and Christian, or excuse me, Hope and Christian, would just be the better fit.
yeah,
So I don't know if he'd need back to back ladder matches. So I think that the Jet Speed pick would be right. But Although you're right, I could see Luchasaurus and Sabian winning. I think they might be a little bit higher up the card than people may expect.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I think you're right on that. So we'll see, man. This at least we can say it's not predictable. Like or it's pretty hard to
for sure.
predict, I
Because
should say.
even on the three matches that
This
you we predicted before that, I could see top flight potentially winning. I could see, or do they have they have a new name now since Skyflight, right? Skies with them.
fight.
So I could see them winning for sure and getting a push because I know Dante's definitely one of the favorites in the back. I think they both are, but I know Dante's loved from a lot of people.
I don't know whatever happened to their momentum. Maybe it was an injury back in the day, but
Yeah,
they top flight momentum it like
yeah. I
just
think it's
crashed.
every time they got a push, one of them got hurt, and super bad
Yeah,
timing.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
and
yeah.
and then one
Uh,
other the other match with who's the third? What was the third matchup?
Don Callis
That's
family
Skyflight.
versus
Then we have Jets. That's the
Young
one.
Bucks versus who are they facing? Gosh dang it,
I just so
I don't remember. Um, oh, they're
oh,
Bang
that's
Bang
that's
Gang.
the other one where I mean maybe the young veterans come and cost them that match, but I do believe Bucks get to the ladder match.
Yeah,
But
right.
if they lose
Yeah, I
that
think
match,
so too. Well, they're working with the Don
yeah,
Callis family, you know. I mean, no,
yeah,
Death Riders. My bad. Uh, yeah. Then maybe Death Riders help them win that
could
qualifying
be
match.
possible, but also there's a few possibilities here. Does Ace Austin help them against the Young Bucks, and that's when it happens, or do the Bang Bang Gang get into that ladder match and Ace Austin helps them steal the tag titles? So there's a few things here where they could really like pull some layers. So it's super unpredictable
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. And I guess we'll find out tomorrow though. And if we get more matches announced, I might do another prediction
For
on
sure.
Twitter or something
Absolutely.
or X. Yeah. But anyways, let's move to the coffin match. Got Darby Allen versus John Moxley, and this is Darby's big first singles match back. So I'm going with Darby Allen, and I can't remember, but I think he hasn't lost a coffin match in a while since like the very beginning of AEW. Darby Allen. This
Not
is
even
like
sure.
his match.
I'm
I don't
not
know if
sure
he's
if he
ever
has.
lost.
That's actually something to check
But
out.
I'm going.
But I'm gonna give you this.
Mm,
Well, damn, we did see the Mox in the Box toys, huh?
the
Mox in the
Moxley what?
Box. It was Mox in a coffin. It was a toy of John Moxley in a black and red coffin. Um,
Oh my
it's actually a cool marketing
god.
scheme for toys. Put
Yeah,
Mox in a box is
yeah.
crazy. It just fits perfect. I think Moxley's gonna win this. I
He
just think
could.
that the
Yeah.
storyline is gonna continue, and I
With
think
the
there's
Death
more
Riders, yeah.
layers that's gonna go on before Darby actually can get Moxley.
Yeah. I think there's another member of Death Riders, so now it's like yeah, they got the upper hand with so many people. Um and I'm kind of curious. I guess Pac is
Yeah,
still out for a while. Yeah. I'm not
I
sure
wonder
how
if he
long
even
it's been
comes
now, but
back
he
to
did.
being a Death Rider.
I think he will if he when he comes back. It's gonna. I don't may no, that's a whole different thing. But yeah, I'm hoping for Pac
Maybe
return
you get the Pac
soon.
return here.
Yeah, maybe he healed up nicely and fast, so
Could be
that'd be
possible,
cool.
but I think this match is
Yeah,
probably is. I mean, a lot of these matches are pretty unpredictable, but this one right here, I think definitely can go either way.
Yeah. Unless Darby Allen has some good backups. I, I don't
We'll
know.
see.
Yeah. Because he already
It's
lost Daniel Garcia, so.
Sting. I mean, it can happen.
Bro, that'd be a cool spot.
I'll
Man,
just
that'd
say
be
this is
awesome.
the spot we see a bunch of run-ins. I don't know if we see any like surprise run-ins or any pop-ups, but we're definitely gonna see at least the Death Riders and a couple of AEW people come out to get in some type of melee.
Yeah. It'd be cool if this was after Eddie
Yeah,
Kingston's match, and Eddie Kingston comes and tries to help Darby. I don't know.
it's
I just throwing
possible.
it out there. But so you chose
Yes,
John
I did.
Moxley, right? Yeah. I'm choosing Darby Allin. All right. But I see what you're saying though. You made a good point. So, but I'm gonna stick with my original
Oh yeah,
prediction. All right, move on. We got Mercedes versus Riho, and honestly, I think this is the only match that hasn't had like the best build
yeah.
around it. So I think Mercedes gonna
I
retain.
got
Uh, I don't think they even made it believable that Rio would
yeah,
win.
I
So
got
and don't come after me and call me a
if you
grifter or nothing. I just this match has
if
not
you
been
think they're
built
coming after
right.
you, they're gonna hate what I
Yeah.
got to say. And I got I
Oh
got
shit.
Mercedes winning, right? And I'm not gonna do like this
Yeah.
isn't a knock on Rio or wrestling or anything because she's terrific performer. She's definitely great at what she does. So it's not
Right.
about that. I'm not gonna say she's small, undersized. I don't really care about any of that. That has nothing to do with that. The one
Yeah.
problem,
uh,
yeah,
It's
one
wrestling.
problem I have with it, and this is why you just said that. They're doing this rinse repeat thing with Rio, and I don't know if it's visa issues because I know she had those in the past. I believe she did. Excuse me. Um, I don't know if that's what they just want to do. I don't know if it's just the way the cards fall every time, but I'm gonna tell you what I mean by rinse repeat. She pops up, she gets a title shot within 3 matches. She disappears
Yeah.
again. There's no build whatsoever to her for a year or however long goes by. She pops back up. She
uh,
instantly gets a title shot. She leaves. She pops back up. She
Yeah.
instantly gets a title shot. If you go back to my tweets, I called it out the last 3 times she appeared. Please don't instantly give her a title shot. They they do the same thing
Mm,
with Anna Jay, and that's why you always back yourself into a corner. There's no reason for her to have a title shot.
yeah. No.
What is nothing
Right.
unreal? What
Yeah.
is she done? And I know you can put matches together. What
The only one thing I can think of is because she was the first ever women's
so she
world champion.
15 more title
That's the only.
shots that she loses? Like
Yeah.
when
I
you're the
don't
women's
know.
champion, you
But
lose, you get your rematch, and then you pretty much you gotta rebuild. She loses the match,
right.
there's no rebuild and there's nothing. She just leaves and then comes back when there's another title shot. It, this is I don't know what's going on there. Like I said, it could be beyond the booking and just they can only have her for certain points. But what they need to realize, and it's the same thing with a few of these other ladies, like Anna Jay included, they could go 2 years winning matches without having a title shot. And after they've already lost 10 of them, it's probably better to do that and just build them up for a couple of years to make people want it again and
Yeah.
make it seem believable that they're going to win the belt. Because the problem is that pop up title shot loss, once it's already happened 5, 6 times, no one believes the seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, and 12th time. You know what's going to happen. It's a pop up loss,
Right.
so and
Yeah.
Rio's too
True.
good for that. Anna Jay's way too good for that as well. So this isn't on them. I'm just saying that I'm kind of bored with that. Like they don't need a title shot. She
Yeah.
needs a
Right.
good feud. Rio needs a good feud, not a title
Right.
shot.
Mm. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So I don't know. But the only other thing I can think of, and I'm not trying to throw excuses out there for anybody, but Mercedes has kind of starting to run out of
She
people
is.
to face though.
She is.
So you know.
But I feel like
Yeah.
I just I ain't even against the match. Doesn't even need to be a title match.
Yeah.
It could just be a feud. You could do
Mm-mm.
this. You could have had them feud now, feud all next month into the next pay per view, and then she got her title shot. My point is that that would, I feel like, be more productive and make it a little bit more special and more believable that she's gonna get the title instead of doing it this way, you know. But that's just the instant title shot loss is just, bro. You come in one door, go out the other, and you don't have nowhere to go in between.
Yeah. You probably won't see Rio again
Yeah.
for a
Like
while
if she
right after
loses this
this.
match,
So
I better
yeah.
see an instant Rio feud with just like a top. Yeah, like you seen
Somebody. Yeah.
Tekla and Aminata, people are begging for that, right? Like that, honestly,
Yeah.
and this not knocking Mercedes, I love Mercedes and I'm not knocking Rio, but people would have rather probably had the Aminata and Tekla on the pay-per-view over this match with no belt. And that's why I'm telling you that the feud is what Rio needs. Like she needs like a good feud. She doesn't need another title shot. And I think it's the similar with Mercedes. Like, but I feel like the first top feud they should give her, it gotta be with Camille. I mean, that feud's there. Like because she's running through competition. She needs someone that she can build a good story with, have 3, 4, 5 matches with if they need to. Because right now she's being treated more like a boxer, coming around knocking people out. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. It's true. All right.
But I got Mercedes.
So yeah, me too. All right. Then we get the fatal four-way women's match for the AEW Women's World Championship. We got Tony Storm versus Jamie Hayter versus Chris Statlander versus Tekla.
This is wild.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard to pick someone. I just if Tony Storm loses the championship or the next time she loses, it's got to be against somebody
Yeah.
huge, right? That's what I think. So it's kind of hard to see her lose right now, but maybe they'll throw us a wrench in the gears and surprise us all. But if I was a betting man, I would bet that Tony Storm retains
I'm
the
gonna go on a
championship.
limb here. I'm gonna go on a deep dive limb and say that opinionated. This isn't any, factual based thing. I believe this part is though. I believe that Mariah May, or known as Blake Monroe now, was supposed to win that Hollywood ending and keep the title. The reason why she ended up losing is because she informed them she didn't plan on resigning, but she still finished the whole story, left on good terms, stuff like that, right? I think the fact that she was honest with them probably holds a lot of weight with TK too. Like as far as in the future, if she ever wanted to come back. Same thing with Jade, So I
Right.
think that I don't think she did anything that as far as bad. So this isn't a shot at her. But I do believe that they realized, now this is the part that I think is opinionated, which is my opinion. I think they realized Tony don't need a title to be an absolute mega star. She she does
Oh, of course. She
the
already is
absolute
one. Yeah.
she's one of the biggest star there is, and this doesn't need any title. Actually, her believing she's champion and not being champion might even be bigger than her being champion. Like imagine she's just in this world where she believes she's the champion.
I just thought of
Go
something
ahead.
crazy. What if this is the moment that Chris Statlander joins the Death Riders and Marina Shafir helps her win the
Li-
world championship?
Listen, look,
Bro, this could be it. Yeah, this is the
and this is
perfect
why I
time
said
for it.
this is the most unpredictable match on this card, and I'm going to tell you why. You nailed the first point. Statlander has a built-in
Yeah,
story here where she could say
yeah,
yes and get them to help her take this title, right? That's the first thing.
yeah,
It
right.
might even be no disqualification. We'd have to look into that. So that
What is it? It's a fatal
so
four way.
that's one option for Statlander,
Yeah,
right? Second,
yeah.
if they already said that they believe they think the world of Aminata and they want to push her. Technically, you could see how they believe in her. There's a story there where if she
Oh
wins the
yeah.
belt, even if they wrestle tomorrow, it doesn't matter. That could be a dope feud for a title, and I think Tekla is ready to go through the moon. She also has a built-in feud with Jamie Hayter, so she's unique
Yeah.
on here. She already got 2 or 3 feuds
Yeah.
going on. So if she has the belt, they have written story like a bunch of different ways they could go. And now Jamie, she has
Right.
the story with Tony Storm already there. So if they want to run the rematch angles and have Jamie just beat her after, which I believe was supposed to happen before, and she just got injured and had to give the title to her, right? So
Mm.
that could be her get
Right.
back with Tony, and they could run that feud off a couple more matches. She has the feud with Tekla, and who doesn't want to see her with Stat? So we have that. We also
Yeah.
have Bane, which I believe has a couple of run-ins with these ladies. So I'm gonna go with Tony
Mhm.
drops the title.
Hmm.
I'm not a hundred
Yeah.
percent
Okay.
sure who she's gonna drop the title to. This is where I'm gonna just throw a dot at the wall, right? I'm gonna say they capitalize on momentum and Tekla leaves the AEW Women's Champion.
Dang, that'd be sick.
That's what I'm gonna go. I'm gonna
Yeah.
say Tekla does, but I'm
Hmm.
gonna say this, right?
Yeah.
I was already gonna deep
Yeah.
dive in this way, but I'd be lying if that Jamie Hayter Death Riders thing isn't neck and neck. Yeah, like I
Chris
think the
Statlander.
Death Riders help her win or Tekla win. It's got to.
Yeah.
I think it's got to be one of those. I think Jamie gets screwed here and
Yeah.
Tony gets
Yeah.
screwed here. Now I don't know by who,
Yeah.
but I think it's neck and neck. One of them the title.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm changing my prediction to Chris
That's
Statlander, and you go with Tekla. I go with
and it's not
Statlander.
this all.
Watch us both do.
Yeah,
Watch
it's
us
not to
both
say
do
that
that.
Tony
But
don't win here, but looking at this group, right? The title will do
yeah.
big things for 3 out the 4. The fourth one don't need the title,
Oh yeah.
so you have an opportunity.
Mm-mm.
So
Yeah. She
you have an
definitely don't need it.
opportunity
Yeah.
to Tony to still be the biggest women's star you have tomorrow without the title, and you have an opportunity to make one of these other women right now. So I think Tony
Yeah.
does it this time. And you got Stat, I got Tekla. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. Let's see it. All right. Then the final match prediction is going to be Hangman Adam Page versus Kyle Fletcher, the Proto Star, and for the World AEW
Yep.
World Championship. I think I'm going to go with my boy Hangman winning, simply because I don't want to see Kyle Fletcher with both the AEW World Championship and the TNT
Yeah.
Championship.
I mean,
That's the only reason. But other than me being kind of biased, I'm a big
I,
Hangman
I'll
Adam
put it
Page
like this.
fan.
I'm
So
going Hangman too. If somehow Fletcher did win here, I guess I'll give him a 1% chance. It wouldn't completely blow me away because it's possible. But I believe if he wins here, he instantly would give that TNT title up and there'd be a tournament for it. I don't think he'd be carrying both those titles. Even though there's other people carrying 2 titles, I just don't see those two being held
yeah.
together. But I believe this will probably be the match of the night. I'm going to make that prediction now.
Oh
But
yeah.
Hangman wins.
Oh yeah.
He retains.
Yeah. All right. That wraps it up for our predictions for AEW All
Oh,
Out 2025.
one
You
other
got
thing
anything
for you.
else to add?
One thing.
So,
Big discussion throughout the IWC. Would you accept as an
hmm.
AEW fan? Do you want Andrade back in AEW or are you done with it as far as an AEW?
uh, I'd say have him come back. Yeah. I'm not against him coming back. I think he left
Yeah,
on good terms actually
yeah. Tony
with
just
AEW.
confirmed that he didn't really leave on bad terms. I think that last week, I think a lot of people was piling him up with other guys that was causing a lot of problems, and he was
Yeah, but
because
he
he had
wasn't
a
one of
couple of
those.
little
Yeah.
headbutt incidents, like with him and Guevara and stuff. They thought that he was, when yeah. But I think he
Oh,
just had everybody in the back of the and arrested. There's gonna be shit like that's gonna happen. but I don't think he's one saying he's
Yeah,
not losing matches. He did the Continental Classic. We've seen Andrade get pinned. He was arguably a bigger star than people that didn't want
yeah,
to get pinned. That's I mean, that's up for debate, I guess.
yeah.
But I would love to see Andrade come back.
Right. Yeah, like I'd be okay with Andrade coming back, but as far as like Malachi Black coming, he can
Well,
just stay where he's
one
at.
thing, one thing, one thing I wanted to
Huh?
reason why I wanted to ask you the Andrade, right? The second part of that question is, does he
Yeah.
rejoin LFI now that Sammy G is part of it?
Oh man.
Where's your sound, bro? Where's your
Oh,
soundboard?
if they can bury the hatchet, if they can bury, I don't know. I haven't. I didn't
Your
hook it
sound
up. I should have, but I'll hook up my soundboard for if we do that video tonight that
for
we're
sure.
thinking about. Got some news
Great,
coming, so
great
that's all
news
I'm saying.
for
But
sure.
all right, so yeah, like I don't know, man. I could definitely see him feuding with the group when he
Yeah,
comes back. But maybe if they bury the hatchet though, he could be part of the group. That'd be cool to see him back with Roosh. So
I wouldn't mind having him
yeah,
coming and kick.
so yeah, I'm not
He
against
should
it.
show up and kick Sammy out the group and then have a
Yeah,
couple of matches so we know they're all good. Like we'll be all right.
yeah. And
Go ahead.
I think Andrade. I think Andrade learned his lesson about going back to WWE because it's the exact same shit. I think actually he was booked even worse than his first one. So first one with
I see.
WWE.
I,
So I'm thinking I'm thinking he sees the light in AEW and like shouldn't have left and come back because I don't think he really did anything that bad to diss the company
yeah,
or anything
he's
like
talking
some of
to
the other people have.
they're
He's
talking
what?
Tony Khan started talking about him pretty quickly and wrestlers started tagging him pretty quickly. Pretty sure he sounds
Really?
like he's still wanted over there.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
they're asked
Okay.
okay instantly. He instantly let people know that he doesn't he's welcome back. So why would
Yeah.
you even go out your way to say that? I think that
Right.
if Andrade wants back in AEW,
Yeah.
Andrade will be
I,
back.
yeah. There's a couple I wouldn't care for coming back, but not this case. I'd like for him to come back. He
Yeah,
was just used a lot better, I think, in AEW. Even though if he didn't win a lot, he was still kind of prominent and featured a lot.
yeah.
And
I think his style.
some of his matches were really cool, especially with the one he was fighting for his mask
Yeah,
on a ladder match or something kind of.
yeah. He had to
Yeah.
take his mask. But I liked his match with
Yeah.
Daniels.
Huh?
The Continental Classic, he killed it
Oh yeah. Oh
every
yeah.
single match. Like I was so disappointed to find out right after that he was leaving. It's like,
Right.
but they needed to
Well,
free up that money for Mercedes, so it was what it
well,
was.
yeah. Well, what's really crazy is that Andrade was going back to WWE because of Charlotte was back, and then as soon as he got over there, they got divorced. So
Yeah,
that's like kind of
that's
got
what's
fucked on
crazy.
that.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Hopefully
So
everything works out. When I seen that they said he had I don't know, maybe like a failed wellness test or something. But we'll see how that goes. We heard that about Jeff Hardy before, and supposedly it wasn't true. But then we seen what
yeah,
happened with Jeff Hardy after. So I don't know. We'll see how it happens. But I fully expect him back in AEW.
yeah, me too. Yeah. So he could be the first one that left for WWE and to come back to AEW. So
I think he's well. There's been a few that was like not full roster people, but they hit like WWE, AEW Doc, went back to WWE, came back to AEW Doc. Like some of them was bouncing around, but
yeah, but they weren't signed though. So
that's what I mean. Now he'd be the first one to have an actual like good
contract.
contract to
Yeah.
kind of go back and forth between
All
companies.
right. Oh yeah. You got anything else, Dad?
No, that's about it.
All
I'm ready
right.
to go, and I'm gonna try to set this up so we can get this other video out as soon as possible. You guys are not gonna want to miss this one
Oh, that's right. Heck yeah, man.
for
All
sure.
right. You want me to stay on after this?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
All right.
Everybody that's watching, make sure you subscribe, comment, smash the thumbs up, and we'll see y'all. We'll see y'all soon. Let's get ready for Dynamite tomorrow. Salute.
Yeah. 3 hour event. Don't miss.
Always.
Yeah. All right. See you.